This is a Zichru Daf Simanim Gemara Sanhedrin Daf Yud Gimel, and of course, what's 13 for us? Every Yid in Klal Yisrael, 13 is a bar mitzvah. So we have this beautiful bar mitzvah boy darshaning, and as sometimes happens, he totally loses the crowd. Why does he lose the crowd? He's darshaning on the tekufas of Nisan. He's darshaning on the tekufas of Tishrei, and he's trying to explain the 14 days when the equinox goes one into another. He totally loses everyone. And what happens is there are three Rabbanim there. And these three Rabbanim get up and call him Rabbi. Such an incredible bar mitzvah bacher. But that reminds us of the smicha. That smicha requires three Rabbanim, three Dayanim to confer and say Rabbi. You don't have to actually rest your hand, but the verbal declaration is going to be enough. So again, point number one of this bar mitzvah boy is machlokes about Iber Shana to ensure that the autumn, the Chag HaAsif, as we'll see, is in autumn. The Chag HaAsif is during the autumn, Tkuf, the autumn equinox. We're going to have many opinions, but we're going to get to the 14 days as we see the bar mitzvah bacher here trying to chart on the different maps the 14 days. And finally, smicha being a verbal declaration by the three dayanim. So says the Gemara, let's go a little bit deeper. Point number one, the machlek is about the Iber Shana to ensure that the autumn Tekufa is in the Chag HaAsif. We have 5 different reasons about being Ma'av the year based on Tekufa's Tammuz, as the Mishnah said. The second opinion of Yehuda holds when Ma'av the year of Tekufa's Tammuz extends 20 days. Rav Yossi says 16 days. They both hold that Chag HaAsif, Tekufa's Hashana, is at that time of year. And therefore, Cholamay Sukkos, which is Chag HaAsif, has to be during Tekufas Tishrei. So now, how do we get the different numbers? Rav Yehuda holds Yom Tekufa Goymer, the day of the equinox completes. So therefore, the summer season extends 20 days into Tishrei. 21st day, which is going to be on Cholamay, is the equinox itself. And the new season begins the next day. If that were to happen, we have a problem. So you need Iber Hashana. Rav Yossi holds, no, Yom Tekufa Maschel. This begins on that day of the equinox, meaning when you turn the page, is it the next day or is it that day itself? Then, after the fifth opinion was that we need 14 days, again, the Bar Mitzvah boy, Daf Yud Gimel, darshaning the different calendars. 14 days, the fifth opinion, others, Acherim say, Ma'av the even the season extends a minority, 14 days. Rabbi Yitzchak says, it's Kufas Nisan. Shamar es Chodesh Aviv, we're talking about, we move into Pesach, not Sukkot right now. Shamar V'shal Tekufa Sheba Chodesh Nisan, the spring season must begin during the first 14 days of Nisan, while the moon is being renewed. And then finally, the 3 Rabbanim at this Bar Mitzvah boy Joshua get up and say, Rabbi, showing us that Smicha Zekanim requires 3, number 1, as well as, we'll see, it does not require actually leaning on them, but mere verbal declaration is going to be enough. Simchin lei bishma, by Kari le Rabbi, V'yavle Rishus l'meidin dine kanasas, calling him Rabbi and giving him the Rishus to Dan dine kanasas. So Daf Yud Gimel, our Bar Mitzvah boy, we have the crowd getting lost in his lengthy machlokes atadnayim. Iber Hashana, the equinox, is it that day, is the next day. We have the fifth opinion, which had all has to do with the 14 days. And then we have the 3 Rabbanim there calling out Rabbi, giving him the Rishos, giving him the smicha by the verbal declaration. Daf Yud Gimel, the Bar Mitzvah boy in Gemara Sanhedrin.